everybody, and welcome here. We're glad that you came to join us for Break the Bank-uet 2.
Yeah, we're excited to be here.
Yeah, seems like COVID didn't end quite like we thought it might. We thought we'd be gathering in person, but here we are, and we're glad, at least, to gather with you in this way. Last year, we broke the bank. Didn't we, Blue Puppet? Here we go.
This year, we asked Rick Unger to help us out. We needed to be more spectacular, so we got him to help us, and he's on the job.
Yep.
Hey, what are we going to do this year? Where's the money going to?
Oh yeah, the money that gets raised with this fundraising banquet is going to the Campership Fund and operations at Camp Assiniboia and Camp Koinonia.
That's awesome.
Yep.
What about the show? Who's in it? What's happening?
Let me tell you about the show. We're going to hear some great music, which is very camp. We're going to hear from Janet Peters and Carrie Schultz talking about summer program. Irma Faust-Duick and Daryl Newstetter-Barg are going to tell us a little about the lasting impact of camp. We'll also be introduced to the fundraising campaign, which is coming up. And we'll hear from Dorothy. There's lots of good stuff coming up.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Hey, what about this year's singing? Who does the singing? I always love that part.
The singing is the best, isn't it? This year, we're going to hear a couple of songs from Johanna Clausen and Will Harder. We'll also hear a song from the camp staff. And at the end, we're going to be sung out by Johanna Clausen with Anna Schwartz at the piano. It's going to be great.
Who's Johanna and Will?
Good question. Well, we're going to start with them, so you're going to meet them in a second. Johanna is, she's been a camper at both Camp Assiniboia and Camp Koinonia. She is currently studying music at CMU, and she loves camp music. And Will is also a summer camp staff for 4 years, and he is also studying music at CMU this year. They're going to start by singing a Camps with Meaning original from 2001, that's 20 years ago, called Lord Make Me an Instrument.
That's awesome.
Hi everyone! This is a bit of a hidden gem in our Camps with Meaning collection, and it's really special to me because this summer our Bible curriculum was structured around the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi. Lord, make me an instrument, I am an instrument, I am an instrument, I am. Lord, make me an instrument, I am an instrument, I am an instrument, I am. Lord, make me an instrument, I am an instrument, I am an instrument, I am. Lord, make me an instrument, I am an instrument, I am an instrument, I am. Lord, make me an instrument, I am an instrument, I am an instrument, I am. And use me, and use me, for it's been said, where we are led, it's God's love that binds us and renews our minds and our souls. With help from above, we can show love. With joy, peace, and kindness, He'll always remind us to stand with God as our hands. Lord, make me an instrument, I am an instrument, I am an instrument, I am. Lord, make me an instrument, I am an instrument, I am an instrument, I am. Lord, make me an instrument, I am an instrument, I am an instrument, I am. Lord, make me an instrument, I am an instrument, I am an instrument, I am. And use me. it's been said, where we are led. It's God's love that binds us and renews our minds and our souls. With help from above, we can show love. With joy, peace, and kindness, He'll always remind us to stand with God as our hands. Lord, make me an instrument. I am an instrument. I am an instrument. I am. Lord, make me an instrument. I am an instrument. I am an instrument. I am. Lord, make me an instrument. I am an instrument. I am an instrument. I am. Lord, make me an instrument. I am an instrument. I am an instrument. I am. And use me. And use me.
That was awesome. Hey, where can people and puppets go to donate their money this year?
Oh, good question. Well, to donate, just go to campswithmeaning.org/banquet, spelled with a Q, and you'll find everything you need to know there. You can donate by e-transfer, online, or by check made out to Mennonite Church, Manitoba.
Yeah, you can find that and a lot more on our website.
You bet.
Hey, let's check in with Rick.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah, he's going to help us figure out new ways and creative ways to break the bank.
Yep. Let's see what Rick's got.
Hi Sandy, Blue Puppet, and everybody else watching. You guys want me to break the bank in a spectacular fashion? I'll give it a go. I think I can do better than that. I'll be back.
Okay.
That was... good luck with that, Rick.
Don't worry, we gave Rick a few piggy banks to, experiment with. So don't worry, little pig, you're safe.
Hey, Sandy,
Hey, what?
who's going to give this year's report about summer camp?
Oh, good question. Also, we're going to hear from Janet Peters. She's Associate Director for Camps with Meaning, and she's going to help report on camp. And also, Carrie Schultz will be with her. Carrie has been a camp staffer, a camp kid since she was 6, and a camp staffer for 6 years. She's currently studying music and psychology at CMU. So we're going to hear from them.
Yeah, I've seen her at camp.
Yeah, me too. Here they are.
After a year of much uncertainty, it was amazing to be able to run a full summer of camp this year. Restrictions began easing at the end of June, and things continued in a positive direction through the summer months. We had a lot of interest for our day camps, so much so that we opened an extra, little bit smaller week of day camp in August. Our day camps ran at an average of 80% capacity, and it was so great to have that full feeling at activities and at Bible. We still ran as much as we could of our program outdoors, including our Bible lessons, and this did allow us to sing together, masked and distanced, but singing together. Our Bible curriculum was inspired by Hebrews 12, verses 1 to 2a, and focused on the heroes of faith this summer, drawing on the cloud of witnesses from Scripture, from church history, and today to encourage campers to be everyday heroes, showing love and kindness and spreading joy and hope in little and big ways every day. So along with singing and learning to be everyday heroes, campers were also able to participate in all of the other camp activities: archery, nature, the farm, swimming, canoeing, kayaking, camp skills, crafts, as well as the climbing wall and ropes course and zip lines. We're so grateful that we were able to run a full day camp week at Koinonia. There were even families who camped in the park for the week so their kids could be at Koino. It was so good. It was also a gift to have the lake at Assiniboia available for kayaking and swimming this summer. So, numbers. We had 50 campers at our 4 pop-up camps, which took place in Morden and Steinbach, as well as in Winnipeg at Bethel and at Camp Assiniboia. Our day camps saw 179 campers on site, including 21 youth campers. We also had 20 ADV campers over 3 one-day camps. Even though the numbers were small, it was so lovely to connect with some of our adult campers again. Our staff numbers were also small, but solid, with 9 on the leadership team and 15 summer staff. With a smaller leadership team and a younger than usual staff body, we really noticed the absence of our senior staff, those for whom the general uncertainty and shorter summer made other work options just more appealing. But we had a strong group of 12 SLTs and a promising group of 13 TVs to round out the staff situation. It was clear that our efforts around staff training in 2020 bore good fruit, and we were very well staffed, and we are positioned well for future summers. But the lack of experience was felt by the leadership team, and we hope for and are working at some of our experienced staff to return next summer. It was also amazing to welcome more volunteers back to camp, in the kitchen, helping out on maintenance, as health officers and camp pastors. This generally older group of folks are always such a blessing to our youthful camp community. At this point in our planning, we are imagining a full summer of overnight and day programs at both of our camps next summer, with the knowledge that various decisions will need to be made in the coming months. But we are hopeful. With hope in mind, we are asking for your help. We've been reminded again over these past 2 years of the importance of community and of getting outside and of the rhythms of play and work and rest. Our Campership Fund helps many of our camper families continue to participate in our camping ministry, which is full of just those things. You have helped us in so many ways over the last 2 years. Thank you. Thank you for giving, for praying, for volunteering, and for sending your kids to spend time with us.
Hi there, everyone. My name's Carrie Schultz, and I worked as the integration coordinator this past summer here at camp. So this summer, like many others, had lots of wonderful experiences, along with some challenges. So running camps amidst a global pandemic is not an easy task, but with a really great team of staff and lots of support from our community, we ended up having a really, really great summer. One of the most amazing parts of this summer was seeing the resilience of everyone who came to camp. All our campers have experienced a really difficult time during the pandemic. They've been isolated and have dealt with a lot of uncertainty kind of surrounding their day-to-day lives. So despite all of this, every day they arrived with huge smiles on their faces and with so much love to give. It was really lovely to see so many familiar faces as well as new campers and families. The adaptability of the campers was incredibly inspiring and gave me the energy to continue to work hard at my own job. Campers were elated to be engaging with other campers, and I saw so many beautiful and meaningful connections being made between campers and staff. Camp provided a really safe and fun place for them to see that their new normal of the pandemic won't always be their reality. Camp this summer was also quite a healing time for myself. After many difficult months in the pandemic, camp was a refreshing and a welcome change to my life. Being able to spend quality time with friends and work together on this shared goal of camp was really exciting and life-giving. Being in such a loving community allowed me to readjust to being with others, and I felt we were really able to help each other kind of work through some of the difficulties from the past year and a half. I loved spending time outside and being in these places that are so meaningful to me here at camp. I also loved being able to kind of disconnect from after doing online school for so long, it was nice to disconnect and be outside and become more present with myself, others, and God. Being able to sing again this summer was also an incredible gift. I think it reminded a lot of people how powerful music is and how much we've missed it as a practice at camp. This summer was really fun, challenging, and really meaningful all at the same time. I'm really grateful that it reminded me how supportive and healing of a community that camp is. I'm incredibly grateful we were able to run our programming this summer, so I thank you very much for your continued support.
Wow, that sounds like an awesome summer.
It totally does. My kids had an amazing time. We're going to hear some more music from Johanna and Will. The next song is Turn My Heart, another Camps with Meaning original from 2002.
That's awesome.
This is another Camps with Meaning favorite from the past few summers that we're excited to share. Turn my heart towards your love.
Turn my heart towards your love.
Set my eyes on things above.
Set my eyes on things above.
Plant in me your word and truth.
Plant in me your word and truth.
And my life will bear the fruit.
And my life will bear the fruit.
And my life will bear the fruit. Teach me, O Lord, the way I should go. Mold me and fashion me, make me your Lord. Be my cloud, my pillar of fire. Be my only desire. Turn my heart towards your love.
Turn my heart towards your love.
Set my eyes on things above.
Set my eyes on things above.
Plant in me your word and truth.
Plant in me your word and truth.
And my life will bear the fruit.
And my life will bear the fruit.
And my life will bear the fruit. Now and forever your praises I'll sing. All of my gifts to your altar I bring. Hands for caring, my voice for your peace. Your servant I'll be. Turn my heart towards your love.
Turn my heart towards your love.
Set my eyes on things above.
Set my eyes on things above.
Plant in me your word and truth.
Plant in me your word and truth.
And my life will bear the fruit.
And my life will bear the fruit.
And my life will bear the fruit.
That was awesome. What a great song.
I love that song. Honestly, camp has had such a big impact on so many lives.
I know it's impacted mine.
Yeah, mine too. We're going to hear two people talk about the impact of summer camp. One is Irma Fastuik and the other is Daryl Newstetter-Barg.
I love Irma.
Yeah, Irma is an associate professor of practical theology at CMU. She'll be joining us to speak about the impact of camp on her life and faith. Daryl Newstetter-Barg is a musician, a longtime camp supporter, and the director of communications at Mennonite Church, Manitoba, and he'll share about Camps with Meaning music.
Yeah, over the years, camp staff have written lots of songs.
So
They're
many.
awesome.
Yeah, they are.
Space. Space. I love camp because of all the space there is here. The trees, the sky, the field, the openness. I come here and I just remember all this space. I'm someone who worked at camp for many years, 12, 15. I started in the mid-70s. I worked here at Camp Assiniboia and then at Koinonia and then Moose Lake.
And I worked in probably every job there was. I was a counselor, I did ropes, I did horses, I did nature, I taught Bible, I worked in the kitchen, I worked with the horses. I even lived here for a year at Camp Assiniboia working with horses, and actually I was working here as a cook too. But the best thing I remember about all that time at camp was the space. I loved the space. And in those days of pick-a-pop in the 70s and mood rings, and where we could call campers nincompoops and knew what we meant, that was a time of a lot of space. It was great. When I think about the time and my time at camp, and I realize how much that space at camp was not just a physical space, as beautiful as it was, but how camp gave me the space to figure out so much of my own life. And probably most importantly, how good it was to have the space to figure out my own vocational call. In fact, if I were to name the most significant place for me in figuring out my own sense of call as a Christian, as a person of faith, as a leader, as a pastor, and someone who works in the church, I can't think of a more influential place than this place here at camp. At a time where in those days I found the church to be a bit confining, especially as a woman being called to ministry and leadership. It wasn't a place where I had a lot of space, but I could come to camp and there it was. I could test my gifts of music, of leadership, of faith formation, and what it was to be involved in my own faith and others' faith. This was a place of growing, a room of space. And you know what? Come closer. I know that I'm not the only one who found my leadership gifts and discovered them and my vocational calling, because I know you're out there, all these pastors who we met here at camp and leaders in community and health care, in social justice, in all kinds of area, how many of us we began here at camp. And there's so many of us, and I'm grateful for all the gifts that were brought out in those years and continue to be. So here's my plea. Folks, I want you to give. Give to Camps with Meaning. Give to this ministry. Give for the sake of our young people and our young adults. Give for the sake of faith formation and growth, and for our churches. Give for the sake of our communities which need leaders, leaders that are developed and grow here. And to give with gratitude for this place, for this being able to be stewards of this land, and to be able to be stewards of all those gifts that lie within all of us and in those who come to this place. Give in gratitude. Thanks be to God.
I continue to be grateful for camp. It was the place where everything I had learned from home and church and school came together in practical ways and had to become my own. Music was no exception. I had quit piano a number of years earlier and had no good musical outlet at home until I saw a couple guys playing guitar at camp, and I thought, I want to be like them. This launched me into a lifetime of music making that has been so rewarding. Obviously, this isn't just my story. So many of our camp staff were launched in their leadership skills at camp. So in the mid-1990s, a few of us camp staff started messing around with writing some songs. Very modest success and further conversation brought us to the point of organizing our first songwriting workshop in spring of 2000. and we've been doing it annually ever since, other than COVID, of course. A rather gratifying point to this tale is that one of the songs we wrote in the first workshop was chosen as one of 2 Camps with Meaning songs to be in the new Mennonite hymnal, Voices Together. The song is Lord, You've Searched Me. It's not that there aren't lots of great songs out there, it's just that we were committed to putting the words from the upcoming summer's Bible verse into song, because we believed that that mattered. The fact that the traditional Mennonite theological distinctives like peacemaking and community and communal discernment of Scripture were also embedded in the songs was probably simply a function of the fact that Mennonites were writing these songs. Some years the songs were pretty good, and some years they were incredibly bad, but we tried them out for the summer and they were ours. Some didn't make it past 2 months, but others have stuck now for decades. While we were always only trying to serve our community, they have gone further. Since we've had them on the Camps with Meaning website, we've received emails from around North America thanking us for the music. As I mentioned, having 2 of them chosen for Voices Together was a remarkable 20-year anniversary gift to our efforts. Yes, I was on the hymnal committee, but I didn't have any specific inside track. Our music was known to many of the committee members, and it was a committee decision to include them. God has multiplied so many gifts through this camping ministry. Music is just one, although it is somewhat unique that our music has served so far beyond our camps. I encourage you to support this ministry however you can. Your gifts will be multiplied.
Feeling troubled, can't seem to find my way. What I need is a little direction, so I listen close and I hear Jesus say, I am your hope for today. I am till the end of the age. I am this dark world's light. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Many times I see my reflection, don't like the shape that I see. A bit of fear and a lot of confusion, so I turn right around and he's talking to me. I am your hope for today. I am till the end of the age. I am this dark world's light. I am the way, the truth, and the life. Got some friends along on this journey. We got our map in hand. Marked with love, forgiveness, and mercy, we'll offer and praise and we'll walk on His path. I am your hope for today. I am till the end of the age. I am this dark world's light. I am the way, the truth, and the life.
That was awesome. I love that song.
Yeah, that is a great one. Guess what, Blue Puppet?
What's next?
Next is the summer camp video.
That is awesome. I think the camp video is a lot of people's favorite part.
I think you're right. Here it is.
You are the way. You are the truth. You are the light. You walk beside us every day. Show us your way. Jesus the way. You are the way that leads us through. Life's darkest valleys can stay. Life's darkest valleys can scare you. You are the way. You are the truth. You are the light. You walk beside us every day. Show us your way. Leading us right beside us in the Holy Spirit. Jesus the way. You are the truth that casts the night. Darkness and wrong brought into light. Darkness and wrong brought into light. You are the way. You are the truth. You are the truth. You are the light. You walk beside us every day. Show us your way. Leading us right beside us in the Holy Spirit. Jesus the way. You are the light we need to find. And leave that other junk behind. And leave that other junk behind. You are the way. You are the truth. You are the light. You walk beside us every day. Show us your way. Leading us right beside us in the Holy Spirit. Jesus the way. Can we show forgiveness and be one in the bond of peace? Will we listen close and let our faithfulness increase? Can we turn injustice into new opportunity? Will we be your servants, showing grace and humility? We choose to love. It comes from inside. It comes from Jesus, our hope and our light. He calls us out to share of our joy, to trust each other forevermore. Evermore. Evermore. Evermore.
Wow. In spite of COVID, they still had a great summer camp.
Yeah, they really did. You know, Blue Puppet, I'm looking at this pig and I'm thinking, I wonder what Rick is up to. I wonder, we asked him to break the banquet. Well, no, we asked him to break the bank. I'm curious how it's going. Should we check in?
Yeah, that last attempt was
Yeah.
uninspiring.
Let's see what he's got.
All right, we'll see if this is more spectacular. Breaking the bank from the tower. Well, that was better, but I think I can still do one more try.
Wow. That was so awesome.
That was pretty good.
That's getting a lot better.
A lot better, but he said he could do better.
Well, I can't imagine what it's going to be. I can't wait.
I know, me too. I'm kind of curious. You know what else is getting better, though? Things on the ground at Camp Assiniboia and Camp Koinonia. So next, we're going to hear what's happening at the camps.
I can't wait to see what's changed.
Me neither. It's going to be great.
Hello from Camp Assiniboia, land of the giant trees. After a very slow winter and an abbreviated summer schedule, it's been a very busy fall here. With the help of a group of dedicated staff and volunteers, we have tried to make some improvements to the facility. Let's take a quick tour and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Well, it's a nice day. Let's go for a ride. Okay, our first stop is the mini conference, where we've been working on dividing 2 large bedrooms into a large bedroom and a small bedroom. We've been doing new flooring and painting, and there's a group of guys in there right now that are doing some work. So maybe we'll just walk through and have a quick look. Yeah, I know, that looks... So this is the first room that's pretty much completed. We painted the walls, the ceilings, we put in new flooring. Before we started, we jacked up the floor as best we could with mud ruckers, injecting and jacking up the cement slab. And now they're just starting on the middle one. So yeah, I think it looks great.
If you want to take a picture of Rich.
So these are our Oak Grove cabins, and we built them, I think, 2018. And this fall, Henry Miller built that porch onto this cabin. It used to just have stairs leading right up to the door. And the porch and landing on that cabin was built as well. So now it's easily accessible for all of our guests. And there's still lots of work to do here, but every piece that gets done is one less that we have to do. So we have a new volunteer. His name is Norm Dick, and he's a retired farmer. He's an engineer, he's a designer, and he's a fabricator. He's taken an old tent trailer that someone donated and turned it into a kayak trailer, which allows us to move 10 kayaks and lock them up at night. And then he also built that small gas tank over there for us. So now we have a diesel tank and a gasoline tank. And if you've ever wrestled with a 5-gallon jerry can, you'll know how much we appreciate having a gasoline tank. Okay, here we are in the garden and farm area. The animals are kept over there, and this is our garden. And last year, Bethel Place donated a shed that they were using to store their skid steer. And onto that shed, we've built a couple of lean-tos or rooms that the gardening program can use. So this side will be more or less a shelter from sun and heat and rain, and also a place where kids can stand and maybe get some instruction about the garden. And on the other side, we're thinking we'll build it into a kind of a summer kitchen where they can process their produce and prepare simple fare for. So yeah, that's now gone from being a shed to a pavilion. In the middle part, we've got the compressor for the lake, for aeration and electricity and water. So yeah, we have the infrastructure to do all kinds of things out here now because we've got power, water, and actually an internet cable too. Here we are at the lake. We've been trying to make some progress on landscaping and accessibility. So as you can see, the water level is quite low because we're in the middle of a drought. Hopefully we're at the end of a drought. It's kind of hard to see, but we've begun building a road from the dike over there all the way to the corner of the pasture on the other side of the lake. You can just sort of see it winding, and it will eventually hook up to the loop, what we call the loop, so that wagon rides, sleigh rides can have this part as part of the journey. What else have we done? We've installed aeration into the water so we can keep it clean. That was installed in the spring. And we're purchasing a pump that we can use to keep the water level higher in these dry years. And hopefully that doesn't last for too much longer. So again, these were done, most of this work was done by a group of retired farmers, and they just know how to handle the equipment. They've donated their time, their equipment, even their fuel. It's been very, very much appreciated. So as you can see, we've been trying to prepare our camp for the time when things get back to some kind of normal. Hopefully that will be in 2022. My time here as site manager has been very satisfying. It's always been eventful and challenging, and at times it's been overwhelming and frustrating. Sounds like parenting. I'm honored to have been entrusted with taking care of Camp Assiniboia. When Catherine and I started here in 2008, we saw so much beauty around us. We have sought ways to frame that beauty so all who come here are able to see and experience it too. Catherine retired a few years ago, and now so am I. Our hope and prayer is that the vision for this place is carried forward by those who follow us.
Hi, welcome to Camp Koinonia. My name is Matthew Heidi. Thanks for joining us in this virtual world today, and welcome to this place. So this past year has been a difficult one for all of us, but there has been a few things that have been going on at Camp Koinonia throughout this past year. So let's go on a tour and see what we can find. So if you joined us last year for the banquet, you saw that this basement was under construction, and we've basically completed it now. What this now houses is our lounge area, activity area for games and so on. And what we've done is re-insulated, put in a heated cement floor, and it's just become a really cozy area to hang out with summer and in winter. So last weekend, about 21 of us met here, and we had our annual woodcutters retreat that's been going on since the 1970s. As you can see behind me, we found ourselves probably about 10, 11 cord of wood, cut, split, and it's ready for the wood stoves. Here we are in front of the bike shed. The bike shed has probably been here since about the mid-1990s, somewhere in that range. And basically we've been running a mountain bike program most years up until the last 5 years. Since then, the mountain bikes have hardly been used. So we have basically sold off all the mountain bikes, and we are transitioning into a new activity. But that new activity, folks, you'll have to stay tuned for, as we're not quite ready to announce it yet.
Hello, my name is Mara Sparling, this is Evan Laramie, and we are the resident managers here at Camp Koinonia. We've been living here for about 1.5 years now during this pandemic, and there have been some challenging times, but some really great times as well. We're very fortunate that our mini lodge has been doing really well. We've had lots and lots of bookings because families have been traveling a lot within our province instead of traveling elsewhere, so we're very fortunate about that. Our main lodge has been a little bit slower. We've only had a handful of groups over the past year, mostly due to restrictions that really affect our larger groups. So if you're interested in booking, please send me an email at campkoinoniainfo@gmail.com or visit our website, and we hope that we can host you in the new year.
So here we are sitting on the Wanda bench here at Camp Koinonia and overlooking the lake. And I just want to thank you all for being a part of this event. It's a great fundraising opportunity, and thank you for being there. Thank you to the Camp Koinonia Inc. Board of Directors who helped to operate and run this camp throughout the year. And we just wish you all the very best. Thanks so much.
Hey, Blue Puppet, look who's here.
Yeah, it's Dave Weeb. Do you know Dave Weeb?
Of course I know Dave Weeb. Dave and I have been working on the camp committee together for the last 4 years. And Dave has been working, volunteering, doing all kinds of stuff here at Camp Assiniboia for a long time. We're so glad you're here.
Great to be here. It's a great place to be.
He's going to tell us about the fundraising campaign.
Fundraising? What's this fundraising thing? I haven't heard about it. What's going on?
Well, it's about time you heard about it. A number of years ago in 2016, our committee started, and we started doing things. We built Oak Grove cabins. There's 4 new cabins for kids to come to. And then we sort of had some luck fall in our lap where the province decided they were going to rebuild our dike. So then we built our dike to withstand a 200-year flood. So all our infrastructure is protected for many years. And because they built the dike, we got a lake in the backyard, which is going to be awesome for summer programming. And then also, we built a new shop in the back. We got rid of our old shop. And then that was right when Camp Moose Lake was shutting down, and we moved the moose here. And it's been a great thing for us to
You
have
know
here.
that picnic shelter out back?
That beautiful wood frame picnic shelter. Everybody loves it.
Great.
That is an awesome addition to camp here.
Yeah.
So those are some of the things that we've done, and we're looking forward to doing a lot of things coming forward.
What kind of stuff are you going to do?
Well, we got a retreat center planned. We have so many groups calling us, school groups, church groups, youth groups that want to come here, but we don't have the facilities to facilitate them all. So
That's right.
a retreat center would be super. Another thing that we want to do is the riding arena, we want to convert into a year-round rec facility so that when school groups come here, youth group, even if the weather gets a little nastier,
Iffy, it can.
it can. We do live in Manitoba.
Yeah.
So when that happens, we can go inside and the fun can just continue. And then another thing is our staff housing. Some of it's over 40 years old and it just needs to be upgraded. We want to treat our staff well and proper and have them have a good place to stay while they're here.
Doesn't that sound amazing?
That's exciting. I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, totally. So, how much money are we looking at raising here, Dave?
Well, that is always the big question. So
Yeah.
we're looking at $3.3 million as a massive fundraising project that we want to do to implement a lot of these ideas that we have. We're so excited about the future and what the camp has to offer. We've got 160 acres of prime location here in the Assiniboine Forest, 140 acres of woods and nature. People can come experience God in a totally new way, so close to the city. It's just a hidden gem.
We can totally do this. We can do this.
That's awesome.
For sure we can.
Okay. Here's the thing. We've got this bank, and we're looking for ways to break it.
You know how to break this,
Oh,
Dave?
I
Do you have
got a
any
great
ideas?
You know what? I just talked to Rick Unger, and Rick's got this covered.
All
Just
right.
watch. Just wait.
Hi, everyone. Before we check in with Rick, I'd like to thank you for joining us and thank those who hosted, shared music, and shared stories with us today. As you've seen and as you've heard, Camps with Meaning holds a significant place in many people's lives. Camp nurtures strong, loving communities, personal development, growth and skills, and Christian discipleship and faith. This all happens through worship, music, play, and simply by being together in God's presence and in the beauty of creation. Camps with Meaning has been ministering to people in this way for 72 years. It's been an incredible blessing and gift to those within Mennonite Church Manitoba and beyond. Now, as you're probably aware, our programs have been running at limited capacities due to the pandemic. Over the last 18 months, our summer camp program has operated at less than 25% of normal capacity, and our guest group season at less than 15%. This, of course, has created financial difficulties, and we are anticipating another deficit this year. However, due to the incredible generosity of our donors of Mennonite Church Manitoba and organizations like the Winnipeg Foundation, who gave us 2 grants this year, we will recover, but we still need your support. Some of the money that we raise through this fundraiser will be designated to our campership fund. As part of our recovery plan in 2022, we would like to increase this fund so that we can encourage and send more children to camp next year. Part of your donation will also go to summer camp program and operations at Camp Assiniboia. As you just heard from Dave Wiebe, we will also be moving ahead with a capital campaign, which is part of our recovery plan as well. If you'd like to learn more about this or join in and be a part of it, please contact me through the MCM office. So once again, thank you for tuning in and lending us your support and your prayers. Your donations can be sent to us online through the website, by e-transfer, or by sending a check made out to Mennonite Church Manitoba. Information on where to mail your check, how to donate online, and how to send an e-transfer are available on our website, www.campswithmeaning.org. This event will also remain on our website for the next while, so you can watch it again if you'd like, or forward it to others. We are glad that you joined us today, so thank you and God bless.
Thanks, Dorothy. That was a great report.
Yep, now you know why and how to break the bank at home. What else do we need to know?
Well, we still got to go to find out what Rick thought was the greatest way ever to break open the bank.
That's right. I can't wait.
All right, I'm gonna give her one last try here. Gonna pull out the big guns. Okay, run!
What just happened? What happened to the money?
Oh, the money. It's okay. That was just a prop. The money is safe.
Oh,
But it's a
what
pretty great
relief.
explosion. That was worth waiting for.
You betcha.
Hey, Blue Puppet, it's time to say goodbye. Before we hear our last song, we just have to quickly say thank you.
Yep, I agree.
So thanks to all of you for donations tonight to the Break the Bank-uet fundraiser. And who else are we going to thank?
I think we should thank all the volunteers and staff who worked at camp all summer and year round.
Yep, you guys make this possible. Thank you.
Thank you.
Johanna and Anna are going to share with us Go My Children, and that'll be the end of our night. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Bye.
I like to think that this song speaks for itself in marking the end of another successful summer at camp.